pretty darn cold out. I don't know if you can see that right now, but right here on my little GPS monitor, it says it's minus 16 degrees Celsius. Pretty darn cold. Let me just flip this Osmo around to me. There we go. Look at that. I'm not even in the... There, now I'm in. Okay, you found me, Osmo. Good. Okay, we're going to go outside because outside what I have... Let's see if this follows me outdoors here. So outside what I have is... Close my car, keep it nice and warm. Is I have the Parrot ANAFI. It's minus 16 degrees Celsius right now. And let's spin this around and get out of the sun. And a lot of people on forums have been saying that the Parrot ANAFI... Just got to get over all these bumps. Does not work well in the cold. Now if you go on the spec sheet for the Parrot ANAFI, it says that it's supposed to operate maximum at like minus 10 degrees Celsius. That's like the maximum. So it's like minus 16 right now, so that's way beyond the maximum. Now I've had problems with the Parrot ANAFI in the cold. I want to use it as a drone for hiking in the winter, but I've taken it places like when I was in Quebec, it was only like minus 5, minus 3 Celsius. And it wouldn't take off. It just said, too cold to take off, too cold to take off. So I just kept changing batteries, and I had batteries in my pockets, but I guess they weren't warm enough. So here's my experiment today. Let me just flip this camera around. So over here, I have the Parrot ANAFI. It's sitting out in, where are you? Parrot ANAFI, get in here, Osmo. So I have it out here. It's in the cold, and it's sitting there with a battery. Yeah, I've got a battery in it. So my plan is I'm going to let it get down to about minus 16. And then, here, let me just flip this Osmo back to me. And then what I'm going to do, where are you? There I am. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to fly it. And if it doesn't fly, I have batteries in the car, which are staying nice and warm. I'll put those on and see if it flies with those. So that's the test today. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to turn on my heating system here. Put it at 2, get the wind blowing, and that will keep the heat blowing on my little batteries up here. So these 2 batteries are going to stay warm, and the battery that's out there with the ANAFI, someplace out there, there it is, that is just going to get cold to minus 16, and these ones here will stay nice and toasty warm. All right, my little Parrot ANAFI's out here. Let me just get the laser working on here. Got the laser on the motors. Motors are minus 17, so that's about right. And that's good. Snow all over my phone. Let's see if I can even start it. Come on, start up. The battery should be frozen. Oh, it looks like it's going to start. Okay, this is a good sign. The battery's on. It's initializing. That's a good sign. All right, I got the controller down there in the snow. It's pretty much frozen. It doesn't have a signal yet. This little light is still flashing. Get a signal. Come on, come on, come on, come on. They are connected. Let's see. I don't have any errors there. Let's take off one glove here. What do I get? Whoa! She looks like she's going to go so far. Oh, battery temperature. The temperature is too low to take off right on my screen. If I try to take off with the button, I get nothing. Nothing happened. I can push all day long, pull these in. Nothing. So she doesn't work when it's cold. You can't go. So, and it actually says battery temperature is the problem. So now what I'm going to do is put in a warm battery. What I'm hoping is I want to take the ANAFI with me out in the winter. And if I just keep the batteries in my pockets or close to my skin, then it should be good. So put this frozen battery in here. Give me one of these warm ones. And, ooh, that's nice and warm on the face. Okay, try number 2. Get this down. Slide my warm battery in. That should start up, no problem. Now my finger is frozen, it's turning white. Start up free flight, see if she connects. You better work, because this finger's getting cold. Come on, connect. Still got this little light going. Oh, solid light, we should be good. All right. Hitting the fly button. Ho, I don't have the little error message. So that means I can fly. And let's get her up. Look at that. So if you keep your batteries warm, should be good. Oh, look at this. It's even got the new feature. It's got a new feature here saying precision home is set. In other words, it will come back to this. Well, we'll have to try that. Let's just take it up. I have it in, I've got it in camera mode or film mode, so it goes really slow. I'm just going to take that up and put, look at this. Look what's even my phone is doing now. Charging has stopped. Your phone's temperature is too low. It can't, the battery's too cold. Okay, yeah. Put a glove on so I don't freeze my hand. Okay, ANAFI. There we go. I'll bring it around so it shows what I look like. There I am right here in the video. Okay, so I'm going to take the ANAFI out and around. So far with that warm battery, it is no problem. So I'll just take it past me. Heading out into the beautiful snow. There I am down there. I'm going to try a few things here. They've got a new mode on here called panorama mode. So let's see how that works. I'm going to take a panorama photo. That's me down there. Here I am down here. And I'm going to do a panorama shot of me. I'm going to do a horizontal panorama. Here we go. I see my screen doing all sorts of weird shots. Every time the Parrot ANAFI takes a photo, it snaps a photo, the screen goes bright white, and then it goes to black and white. So I'm showing it in the GoPro here. Can you see that? Watch. Each photo is going to flash, and then it's going to go to black and white. So it stills, like it's not live feed anymore. So it goes photo, everything freezes, and then it will move to another photo, everything freezes. So it's doing a multiple photos, and it's going to take a panorama type shot here. All right, another new feature is the 360 mode. So I'm going to turn it back to me. So the camera is going to go down as well as up, it looks like. So what I see it doing up there is it's actually turning around a full 360 degrees, and for each angle it turns, it's taking a photo down, straight, and up. So to make a full sphere. Now I don't know what that's going to look like when it's done, but I'll show you because I don't have any program that would show a sphere in a video, but yeah, I'll show you it the best I can. All right, so I've got the ANAFI now in sport mode to go a little bit faster. There we go. We can just spin it around here. I'm going to take it out in the field, and I'm going to try a return to home. Let me just take it up and away out there. So it's gone out there. It's supposed to have precision return to home. Now, before in the past, when you did return to home, I'm going to hit the return to home button, see what happens. There, returning home. In the past, when you did return to home, what would happen is the ANAFI would rise, as it's doing now. It's going up to its set height, and it's facing me because this is where it's coming back. And what it would do is it would never land where it took off. What it would do, it would land, if that's where it took off, it would land over here someplace. You can see that in all my videos when I've tried it before, but they've added precision return to home, so it's above me. It doesn't have things like DJI with cameras on the bottom. It does have a camera, but I don't think they use it for that, but we're going to find out. So it's coming down. This is their new precision return to home at -15. How fast are you going? Man, that's fast coming down. Okay, so does it know where it is? Looks like it's trying to figure out where it is. Or do I have to bring it down? Is it still one of those things where I have to land it? Yeah, so their precision return home is it comes back where it took off, but it doesn't land. I have to hit the land button. So I'm going to do that now because my fingers are frozen. So it's closer. It's still not what I would call precision. That's like, I think they should have renamed it to close return to home. Oh, and here's something you hear from the DJI Spark and other things. Listen to that sound. That's called a frozen drone. Do you hear it? When the drone is frozen, that's the fan. It's just like so cold and frozen, it makes that sound. Okay, ANAFI, let's check out your motors after all that. Here, I'll take the same motor I checked before, which was like -17 or something. Get the laser on it. Motors do not warm up that much. It's still -16. But let's see the battery. The battery was warm. It's -1. So the battery does not stay warm. It does get cold as it flies as well. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed my Captain Drone, totally non-scientific test of the Parrot ANAFI in the cold. Please do not put comments below and ask me something scientific because I do not know. All I know is what I just tested. And from what I gathered from the test, as long as your battery's warm, it will fly in the cold. It's pretty cold out right now, trust me, my fingers are frozen. With a cold battery, I don't know how much the time is reduced. I would imagine since the battery does not stay warm, as I just saw when I measured the temperature of it, because in the car it was on a heater. The heat must have had the battery up to about 15 or 17 degrees Celsius on the plus side. And when I take it outside, it's like -16 out here. That battery was getting cold as I was flying. It was not getting warm. So I would say that you're going to get a reduced flight time with a cold battery flying. There, the battery's 15 degrees Celsius. In the car with the heat, 15, 17. So that battery went down to like 1 degree Celsius when I was flying. So I would say that this is the second battery that was in the car sitting on the heater. So I would say then that yeah, you're going to get a reduced flight time since the batteries do not stay warm themselves when they fly. So you're definitely not going to get a long flight time. All right, everything's packed up. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Totally non-scientific, just for out here for the fun of it, just to check things out before I take this out hiking in the cold. So now I know a little bit more, so it works for me. Hopefully it was of benefit to all of you watching this. And well, there'll be more tests like this with other drones. So we'll catch you again in the future. Take care.